Welcome back to Talk Game Tuesday. For all the people that don't know, I'm your host Solomon here with my mom.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya.
Oh yeah, like I said, this just Talk Game Tuesday. For all the people that don't know, this just our side show of the Be Different podcast where we just do a recap of all the things that happened in the sports world over the previous weekend. Y'all can listen to Talk Game Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All of the Be Different podcast, but it's named Talk Game Tuesday, like I say every week.
As always, y'all know y'all can follow us on social media. Instagram @_Be Different Podcast. Twitter @_Be Different Pod. Go on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.
Oh yeah, man! Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel for real, bro. We are visible now for the Be Different podcast. Like we said last week, Top Game Tuesday gonna eventually become visible. Right now, we just be having a lot of stuff going on for it to be visible right now.
That's right.
But let's go ahead and get into today.
Let's get into it. This will be the final episode. I don't want to say the final episode, but high school football season is over with in Mississippi.
High school football is over for everybody in Mississippi. The championship, all the championship games from 1A through 7A have been played and were played last weekend.
That's right. On the Be Different podcast from Saturday, we talked about the games that had already been played. We talked about class 1A, 2A, 5A, and 6A.
Mm-hmm.
So that left class 3A, 5A, and 7A played Saturday nights. So we didn't talk about them on the podcast. But in class 3A,
we did, but we just said our prediction.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the final scores.
Mm-hmm.
Class 3A, Winona beat Noxubee County 34-27.
Yep. Hey, bro, Noxubee had that game in the bag, bro. They did. Well, I ain't gonna say they had in the bag because it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
But if Noxubee would kept their foot on the gas, bro, they had that game won. Winona scored before halftime. Then they scored after halftime. They took the lead 19-17. Winona ran off from then.
Yeah. I didn't watch the game. I had to work this weekend, so I didn't watch it. But like I heard, like you said, that's what I heard happened. Noxubee just really took their foot off the gas. But shout out to those boys for even making it. So I'm sure they'll be back next season. Class 4A, you had Louisville and Columbia. Louisville won that game 19-6. Now Louisville is tied with West Point with the most championships in history in the state of Mississippi.
They do, but it is tied. But I give it to Louisville because Louisville is 12-0 in state championship.
Louisville is 12-0. If they make it, they win it.
Exactly. Ain't no question asked. They undefeated in state championship. That's crazy,
Yes. But I did see on social media that the refs, a lot of fans were saying the refs were horrible in this game. And a lot of people said they were horrible both ways. Neither team had an advantage when it came to the refs. But again, I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I watched some of it, but I didn't watch enough of it to where I really know what's going on. Because we had a basketball game that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Class 7A, Oak Grove and Starkville.
Oak Grove surprised us because I so had Starkville winning.
Oak Grove won 33-28. Honestly, Trey Petty played like garbage. I mean, I ain't gonna say garbage, but Trey Petty did not play up to the Trey Petty standard in that game.
You thought he would.
Yeah,
but at the same time, Oak Grove was just, their defense was just stopping
and
them,
you remember
bro.
Will said they had a lot of D1 commits, and I could see that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was watching the game. Oak Grove was just stopping them, boy. And Oak Grove quarterback, I don't know his name, but that boy is nice.
Yeah, he is.
That boy is nice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he poised in the pocket, and he was throwing the ball on the string. That boy nice.
Yeah, he is. But
we was going with Starkville, but I said Starkville and Knoxville were gonna have the toughest two games out of all the teams in the GTA.
Yeah, and they did.
Because Laura, like we said on the podcast, Laura didn't come to play to me. Like they just there.
Yeah, but the record for the state championships, the North was 5-2. The North won 5 games, and the South won 2 games. The 2 games the South won was Oak Grove and West Jones, Class 6A and Class 7A. But shout out to all the teams that even made it to the state
Yeah, they
championship.
made it to the state championship, won, run up. That's still a huge
it's
accomplishment.
An
Either way it go.
to even make it. So y'all boys continue being the be different type of young men that y'all are.
Man, keep balling, man, for real. Coaches keep coaching, man. Keep bringing them guys in. Keep teaching them. Start them off young.
Did you see on social media West Point already back in the locker room?
Yeah.
In the weight room.
Tim, that what Tim got offered. We be talking about him on the podcast.
Yeah, Tim, he got an offer from. I don't understand why he ain't been had no offers though. He got
like
an offer from
sometimes.
Mississippi
I don't understand why I ain't got no offer, but hey, it be like this sometimes.
Yeah. But Tillman from Mississippi State, he received an
from
offer.
Mississippi State.
I'm just saying where he going in the future. I'm sorry, from the West Point Green Wave. He posted on his social media that he received an offer from Mississippi State. He don't even have an offer from Ole Miss yet.
Okay. You saying it like
usually when Mississippi State offer somebody, Ole Miss offer, and when
yeah.
Ole Miss offer, Mississippi State offer. But
I mean, I ain't never heard that, but I mean, hey, that boy be balling. Y'all know we talking about on the podcast.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, shout out to him, man. So hopefully I get me an offer soon.
Yeah, it's coming. But let's go on to college. Before we get into the hot topic of the week, let's talk about the games, the college games.
Okay.
It was championship week in the world of college football this week.
Go to the scores.
We had the first game. We talked about the Washington Oregon game on the podcast Saturday because they played Friday night. Friday night. But Michigan and Iowa, the Big Ten championship.
Michigan didn't score as many points as I thought they was going to win. I knew they was going to win easily, but I thought it was going to be more of a blowout.
Yeah.
But it's championship week, though.
Yeah. Michigan won 26-0. Really wasn't a surprise there.
Yeah, like we said, we knew Michigan was going to win that game.
The Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship, Texas and Oklahoma. Texas beat Oklahoma 49. Oklahoma State. I keep saying Oklahoma. Oklahoma State 49-21.
Like we said, I knew I had a feeling Texas gonna win that game, but I knew it wasn't just gonna be a blowout, like a dominant win.
Yeah. The ACC championship.
Well, I guess you could say that's still a dominant win.
ACC, Florida State beat Louisville 16-6.
That don't surprise me neither. Florida State played with a third-string quarterback.
They play with their third-string quarterback. SEC championship.
I ain't even gonna say too much because I already said what the business was. I called it. Will called it. Everybody else that I know was an Alabama fan called it. We already knew what the business was, but we ain't gonna get into that. We just gonna say the score.
Bama
right now.
beat Georgia 27-24.
Easy money.
That was a good game. That was
Easy
a very
money.
good game. Jalen
We
Milroy
was up 17-7 for like the longest.
Yeah. Jalen Milroy was 13 of 23, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
The running back, R. Williams, 16 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving yards, Isaiah Bunn, 5 receptions, 79 yards. On Georgia's side, their quarterback, C. Beck, was 21 of 29, 243 yards. Rushing yards, K. Milton, 13 carries, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And B. Bowers, he had 5 receptions for 53 yards.
Brock Bowers, the tight end.
I mean, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's a good SEC championship. What you expected?
Yeah, it was a good game. Let's talk about the Heisman. The Heisman finalists have been announced.
Yep, they sure was.
Were you surprised by any of the finalists?
No, I'm not surprised. I know it was Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and Marvin Harrison Jr. They do not surprise me at all. Who you got winning?
Well, I was torn between Michael Penix Jr. and Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
But after looking at the stats and stuff, I think I'm going to have to roll with Jaden Daniels.
Bro, I'm going with Jaden Daniels. He going to get it. Like, if he don't get it, it's a ripoff. Because, like, he accounted for over 3,000 passing yards, over 1,000 rushing yards, which combined almost 5,000 yards with 50 total touchdowns. The only fifth player in SEC history with 2 account for 50 total touchdowns. That's a Heisman season. Like, that's a Heisman season that, you know what I'm saying, if he don't get it again, he robbed.
Yeah, I think Jaden deserves it. What order would you put him in? Like, 1 through who would be in 4th place?
Marvin Harrison Jr. He didn't. I would rather have Malik Neighbors in this conversation. It's plenty more wide receivers in the college football world that can be a Heisman finalist over Marvin Harrison Jr.
Do you think Marvin Harrison Jr. just got it because of his name?
Yes, I do. Not taking nothing from him because he still had a good season, but his other wide receivers had a better season than him.
I agree with that. I mean, his numbers don't astound me at all for him to even be a finalist. So, I mean, yeah, he would be my fourth pick too.
Exactly, he'll be my fourth.
Bo would be my third.
You asked me. How you gonna cut me off?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you, boy. But now, Jane Daniel, he number one. Like I said, Marvin Harrison Jr. number 4. Me, I like Michael Penix Jr., but Bo Nix number 2 for me, and Michael Penix number 3. Because even though I like Michael Penix more, Bo Nix had better stats. He got more passing. No, he don't have more passing yards. He got more passing touchdown, and he has less interceptions.
Yeah,
with a better completion rate.
Yeah, I mean, I can see your point, and if that's what they go on, then that's how it should be.
Exactly.
You know, so I can see why you say that, but to me, the way Michael Penix was able to close out games, that put me that put him number 2.
Exactly, wins count too.
So
wins should count too, but at the same time, Jane Daniels still had the best season out of all four of them. Yeah. So even though they didn't make it as far as they want to, I still got him winning the Heisman.
And that we'll find out this Saturday.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, excuse me. Shout out to Mr. Class, the guys that won Mr. Class of their division. They had their ceremony today.
Yeah. Shout out to all those guys, Mr. 1A through 7A.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all continue to go out and do great things. Mm-hmm. Just congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Let's go and get into this hot topic since Sunday.
Since Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and say your opinion
college
first.
Football playoff rankings.
Yep. If you don't know by now, number 1, Michigan. Number 2, Washington. Number 3, Texas. Number 4, Alabama. That's your college football playoff bracket.
And you know it's some controversy behind it.
It is. I knew that was coming, though.
Yeah. So, Florida State, which were undefeated champions of the ACC, got left out of the top 4 teams. They came in at number 5. And people are saying that Bama shouldn't have been in it because even though they won their conference, they're a one-loss team. Mm-hmm. And they don't understand how Florida State actually didn't get in with the better record.
Exactly. Now, I've been seeing where everybody say the committee said, well, you got to win, you got to have a tough schedule, but you got to look at it like this. Yes, Florida State undefeated. Yes, they won their conference. They barely won their conference at that to a Louisville team that lost to Kentucky, a lower seed SEC team. And, yeah, you can say, well, they had a third-string quarterback. Okay, if they would have made the college football playoff, they would have had their second-string quarterback. And come on, let's be real here now. Do you think Florida State, with their undefeated record, with their team right now, could beat
Michigan?
Do you think they could beat Michigan?
No.
Do you think they could beat Oregon?
No.
Not Oregon, I mean Washington.
No.
Do you think they could beat Texas?
No.
Do you think they could beat Bama?
No.
I got Florida State even losing their bowl game to Georgia, and that's going to really prove to us if they deserve to be in there or not.
I get what people are saying. Like, you know, why did Florida State was undefeated? You know, you say if you go win every game, that matters. I get all of that.
Exactly.
But at the same time, Bama is just the better team.
Exactly. And then everybody saying Bama. Texas is a one-loss team.
Exactly. Like,
and Texas barely beat the Oklahoma State team that almost lost to BYU the week before that. Oklahoma State. I'm going to be honest. I said Oklahoma State was going to beat them because I'm just a hater. I wanted Texas to lose. But Oklahoma State just not no team that's to just beat Texas. Texas really didn't dominate how they was just supposed to. They put up 21 points versus them.
And everybody's saying, well, how Bama jumped? What they jumped? 4 spots?
Yeah.
Texas did the same thing.
Exactly.
Texas jumped from number 7 to number 3.
Exactly.
Bama jumped from 8 to 4. So if you're mad about Bama jumping, why aren't you mad about Texas jumping?
Exactly.
And also,
go ahead.
Go on the strength of schedule. Bama's strength of schedule was 5%, the top 5% of the nation. Florida State's was in the top 55%. So Bama had the hardest strength of schedule. And when you think about it, look who Alabama had to play. Bama played in the SEC West. You got to play Ole Miss, LSU, Texas A&M.
Exactly.
I mean,
and Florida State conference wasn't even hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like you won, but like who in your conference besides Louisville? Y'all
Yeah.
beat Miami, which was not just a good team. Y'all beat a Duke team that was 7-5. That's not no ranked opponent. So come on, man. What else do y'all?
And just piggyback off of what Solomon just said, FSU opponents had a combined record of 77 and 79. Alabama opponents had a combined record of 97 and 47. FSU best win was at number 13 LSU. That was Alabama's third best win.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. And think about it. It's about marketing and money as well, bro.
Yeah.
If it would have been a Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Florida State, well, Florida State then Texas college football player, I would have watched it because we got to talk about it on the podcast and we just sports fanatics as well. But if it would have been another game on like Alabama and Georgia, I would have rather watched that game more than the college football playoff.
Yeah. And then today on ESPN, Heather Dinich, I think I'm saying her name right. She's one of the on the college football playoffs committee decision, and she said people need to know why Florida State was number 5. Period. They averaged 3.4 yards per play against Louisville, and the score was tied at 3 in the third quarter. While Alabama was being the committee's number 1 team.
Exactly. Like what else could you ask for? We beat the number 1 team. Plus, again, come on money and marketing. They're not gonna let the college football playoff go without an SEC team.
Exactly.
That's the main reason why they extending the break, because SEC team running.
Yeah.
They trying to make it more for other teams.
So I mean, and then I can't even talk tonight. Speaking of, it's all about money. I saw something on TikTok today. Florida State went to J.P. Chase Morgan and bank. It's a bank, a huge bank. Wanted $120 million so they could buy their way out of the ACC. So, I mean, you saying the ACC is this, ACC is that, but apparently it ain't all what it appears to be if you trying to get out of
Exactly.
it. So, I mean, I think it was a tough decision, but I do think the college football playoff committee made the right decision.
Exactly.
Because did you see Michigan's reaction when they saw they was going to play Bama? Did you see that?
No, I ain't see it.
Them boys was like, dang. Like because they just knew they was going to play Florida State.
Exactly, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Before I got this one more picture right here, but in the college football playoff, I hate to say it because I want Washington to beat Texas because I like Michael Penix Jr., you know, so we've been saying that, but again, it's about money and marketing. It's gonna be an Alabama and Texas rematch for the national championship.
And Bama gonna mess around and win it all.
Yeah.
Bama is gonna mess.
Like,
they done
honestly.
let Bama in. Bama finna mess around and win it all. And I ain't even no Bama fan like that, but
I'm telling you. But
that's what's gonna happen.
But this picture right here said the best 4 teams is Michigan, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. The most deserving 4 teams is Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Florida State. The 4 teams they are going to pick Michigan, Washington, Texas, Alabama.
I agree with it. And let me tell you something else too. I don't agree with that list. You said the most deserving team is who?
They said they do before they sent it out, but they said the most deserving 4 teams was Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Florida State.
Yeah, I agree with that. But what I was about to say was, even though Georgia lost the SEC championship, I might even would have put them at 5.
Exactly.
And Florida State at 6.
But they couldn't do that, though, because Florida State is undefeated.
Yeah.
Florida State is undefeated, and they already got 2 teams ahead of them that would have lost.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do that. I understood. I get what you come from. To me, like I said, I got Georgia beating Florida State. Easily.
Yeah, easily, yes.
So, I mean, and that's going to really show it. Like I said, Florida State should have been in the college football playoffs now. If they can't handle a Georgia team, what makes you think they're going to be able to handle Alabama?
You want to know who Florida State should be mad at?
Who?
TCU. Because last year, they let TCU get in, and they made it to the championship. And Georgia beat them, 65-7?
Yeah.
So TCU messed it up for
TCU
you. That's
really
who
messed
y'all
it
to
up.
be mad at.
I forgot about that, but you right about that. They gave TCU, they're like, here TCU, we gonna test it out for one time, and then they messed it up for everybody. Oh. But this is gonna be an interesting college football playoffs to watch. It's gonna be 2 great games that night. So, but like I said, I hope it be Alabama versus Washington in the national championship, but I know they're going to write it off for it to be Alabama versus Texas.
Oh, yeah. Money making is all about that mighty dollar. Anything else with college, though?
College football, no.
All right, let's go to the NFL. Excuse me. Sunday football all day. Colts and the Titans. The Colts pulled it off 31-28.
Mm-hmm.
That game went to overtime.
It did, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Bro, you want to know something crazy I found out about Gardner Minshew, bro?
What?
He from Mississippi.
I've been saying that. That's why I ride with him, duh.
I didn't know that. You ain't never said that on the podcast.
Yes, I have.
Bro, you didn't.
You just don't be listening to
I
me.
do,
But
but
go
you ain't
ahead.
never said Gardner Minshew from Mississippi on the podcast.
Okay.
I would have heard you. I would have
Okay.
remembered. But I ain't know that though until last night watching TikTok. And they were just talking about how he went to Brandon and stuff like that.
Chargers, Patriots. We said the Chargers 6-0. They beat the
Man,
Patriots.
why you just send me the screenshot, bro?
I thought I did. Well, go to ESPN on your phone.
No.
The
You
Lions
start
and the
being the
Saints.
outliner. You don't got everything.
The Lions and the Saints. The Lions.
Man, the Lions ran out on the board 21-0.
Yep.
But the Saints came back, though. They
Yep.
surprised making a comeback.
The final score of that game ended up being 33-28.
You want to know who sold that game?
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, because Derek Carr ended up getting hurt
Jameis
again.
Winston, man, I don't know what he be out there doing. He just out there.
He just out there getting a check. Because I don't know what he be doing
He
either.
just be out there for real.
The Falcons and the Jets. Falcons won 13-8.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals Steelers. Now this
That
surprised
surprised me
me.
because I had the Steelers win this game.
I
That's why I'm
did
pulling
too.
it off.
The Cardinals won 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise in this game. Dolphins and Commanders. Dolphins won 45-15.
Yeah.
Broncos Texans.
We
This
said the
was a
Texans
good
was gonna
game.
win. That
Yeah.
was a good game. It was a better game than what I expected. I thought the Texans would go out there and really just dominate them boys.
The Texans won 22-17. Russ threw 3 interceptions.
I'm seeing that he had 3 interceptions. You can't win with turnover, bro.
And he threw an interception on the final play of the game. They were finna score the game-winning touchdown.
That's Russ
He
for
threw
you.
an interception in.
That's Russ for you.
CJ had 274 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the Texans pulled it off. So, good
Yeah, but
guy
one
for
of the
him.
Texans rookie got hurt. Tank
Yeah,
Dell.
he
I think
tore
he,
his MCL, ACL.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I know he messed up his leg. Man, prayers out for him, speedy recovery.
The Buccaneers pulled it off against the Panthers,
They did.
21-18.
That was a better game than what I expected. I thought the Buccaneers would go out there and just blow them boys out, but Bryce Young, I guess he was balling.
Speaking of the Buccaneers, Mike Evans had another 1,000-yard season.
He didn't have a 1,000-yard season every year he'd been in the league.
Every year he has been in the league, he's had a 1,000-yard season.
Exactly. And
But-
people really don't even talk about
Yeah,
that,
they
though.
sleep on him. But let me tell you the quarterbacks he done had. He's
They
doing
done had a lot on.
really good with these quarterbacks. Jameis Winston, Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Josh McGowan, Mike Glennon, Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot on there.
With them, but to get 1,000 receiving yards in for 10 straight seasons
Exactly.
without that list of quarterbacks.
Exactly. A monster receiver. That's why I don't be understanding. Well, I'm going to get into this topic later on. We're going to get into my statement later on.
But the only quarterback on that list that really was worse on was Tom Brady.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just
And Ryan Fitzpatrick every now and then.
every
He wasn't
now,
consistent.
definitely not consistent. The Sunday evening America's game of the week, the 49ers and the Eagles.
Bro, I'm going to be real, bro. The 49ers came in and dominated.
See,
They
I didn't watch
dominated.
the
Oh
game.
my
I had to
God.
work and we were busy, so I couldn't watch it. But
Bro, like I was not expecting the 49ers coming in and do that. Like the Eagles started off good. They was in the red. They got in the red zone on their first two position. Not the first two positions. Yeah, their first two positions. First two drives. But they couldn't score. They had to cook 2 field goals. And then they were stopping the 49ers at the beginning, but then they started clicking. It was over with.
the
was
49ers
over with.
won that game 42-19. Brock Purdy had 4 touchdowns.
I know, but I'm telling you, bro, the 49ers came there and dominated, bro.
Jalen Hurts had a rushing touchdown and a throwing touchdown. Debo had 2 touchdowns and Christian McCaffrey had a touchdown. I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the game, so I really don't know. You know, I know Jalen got hurt at one point,
Mm-hmm.
and they thought he was able to go back in.
Telling you, bro, not the Eagle, but the 49ers dominated that game for real. I went to sleep on that game.
Do you still got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl?
I do, but it's gonna be a great conference championship game between the two teams.
Yeah. The Sunday night game, you said this game was gonna be better than I thought.
I knew it was gonna be a better game than Oakland. I told you, Jordan Love is getting right with them boys, bro.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday night 27-19.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this game, most of this game. On the first 2 possessions, the Packers were able to hold the Chiefs to 2 field goals, and that made the difference in the game, 6 points.
I'm telling you, the Chiefs didn't do nothing in the second half.
No. Patrick Mahomes threw for an interception. Jordan Love, the quarterback for the Packers, he had 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was a very good game.
I'm telling you, bro, Jordan Love, he's starting to click with them boy, getting the offense rolling. Then the fourth, I was looking, that was not Fortnite. They were showing the Green Bay Packers the rest of the schedule, bro. If they win out, they gonna make playoffs. The rest of the schedule, like they play like the Giants. I want to say the Broncos. They say all the team they got left is like under 500.
So they could end up in the playoffs.
Exactly. And then I would say they had another stat up there showing that Jordan Love, through his first 11 starts, had the same exact stats as Aaron Rodgers, same amount of passing yard, same amount of touchdowns, same amount of interceptions and everything.
So they up and coming. Now, the Monday night game, we said this was going to be a sorry game, but this game was a very good game. The Bengals pulled it out in overtime. They beat the Jaguars 34-31.
Hey, that quarterback for the Bengals, the backup, he stepped up.
He stepped
up and had a great game.
And not only did he step up, the players around him, they stepped up too and helped him get the ball where it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence Sunshine got hurt in this game. He got a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, I saw that.
But he had 2 touchdowns. Travis Etienne Jr., he ran for a touchdown. Evan Ingram, that boy from Ole Miss, he got his first touchdown of the season last night.
He's from Ole Miss?
I mean, Monday night, last night. Yeah, he went to Ole Miss.
No, I didn't know that.
He was drafted by the Giants, though, when he first came out. But
I didn't know he went to Ole Miss.
Yep. Anything else on the NFL?
No, you ain't going to say the Bengals stats?
I just did. Because I was talking about, I didn't, because, I mean, did none of them really just stand out to me.
Oh, man. How you going to say the backup quarterback had a good game, then instead don't stand out to you? Yeah, I got it. He was 32 or 37 with 354 yards with a touchdown. That boy had a great game. He had a better game than what we thought because we had the Jaguar win. I'm going to give credit when credit due.
Yeah, I really thought they were just going to run the ball.
See, she don't got all her stuff together. I be having mine together. Then Jamar Chase had 11 receptions, 149 yards, and 1 touchdown. He told Joe Burrow he always open. Joe Burrow didn't want to listen.
And now he's proving his point. Hey, before going back to football, college football, JUCO college football, EMCC, they advanced to play in the NJCAA National Championship game.
Yeah, I know that. Mm-hmm.
We ain't talked about
no
EMCC.
JUCO. I mean,
JUCO season been over though.
Yeah, but we did talk about the championship when it was between EMCC and Colin, but we just didn't go no further. Now I know Colin, they won a bowl game after that game right there. And
yeah,
like you said, EMCC going to championship. So hey, shout out to all them guys. And they quarterback was the player of the year for the JUCO, like the whole JUCO around the world.
EMCC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
just
know
saw it early on Facebook.
Now, I know we jumping around, but I just saw this picture in my phone. The New Year's 6 slate, the bowl games on New Year's.
Yeah.
You got number 9 Missouri playing number 7 Ohio State in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, you got Ole Miss, number 11 Ole Miss versus number 10 Penn State. Capital One Orange Bowl, number 6 Georgia versus number 5 Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
The Fiesta Bowl, you got number 23 Liberty versus number 8 Oregon. Now Liberty,
undefeated.
They undefeated.
Exactly.
Why ain't nobody talking about them? They're D1 school. I don't know what conference they in.
You right, but at the same time, I know they strength of schedule ain't matching nobody else. Like, well, I ain't gonna say nobody else, but I know they strength of schedule. You can't compare their strength of schedule not even to Florida State. Really.
Yeah. Of course, in the Rose Bowl, you got Bama and Michigan. In the Sugar Bowl, you got Texas and Washington. So, and then did you see on social media where somebody said that they were talking about Florida State should boycott the bowl game?
Man, they're doing too much, bro.
Why?
Then I saw that they was trying to sue them too. Like, bro, it don't come. They don't do all. They don't have to come to all that, bro. Like, we understand you upset, but
I think people are taking it too far.
Exactly,
and then it's a clause. Apparently, it's a clause in the bylaws of the college football selection committee that says something about if one of your key players injured that will hurt you. So if that's one of the bylaws in their rules, then they got stuff to back them up.
Exactly, and plus, like, cause I got another stat. Let me find about Tyreek Hill, about him breaking a record. I'm on pace to break Megatron record for the most yards by a receiver. I know I had it. Cause they say he was on pace to have like over 2,000 yards.
That ain't had nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Yes, it does, because they be saying how the quarterback, like how don't no other player ever get MVP but a quarterback.
Yeah.
And your quarterback is supposed to be the most important player of the team. Your quarterback got hurt.
Yeah.
That's another reason.
Yeah, okay. I see where you were going with. Okay.
Exactly. See, you be patient sometimes. But now, still though, with the Tyreek Hill situation, I feel like he should win MVP.
Why?
Because I was thinking about this morning. If he mess around and does break Megatron record and have over 2,000 receiving yards, bro, do you not know how hard that is?
Yeah, I agree.
I understand people will say, well, the quarterback got to throw him the ball. But a quarterback can have 2,000 yards easy throwing the ball to anybody he wants to. For one individual player besides that quarterback to have a 2,000 yard season, bro.
Yeah.
That's you can't compare that to nothing else. Cause for one, he gotta get the ball enough time to have it and produce run. Don't get tackle, break tackle, do everything just to add them yards up.
I agree with you. Right now, I do think Tyreek is deserving of it. And then, like, people are trying to say because of that one game Brock Purdy had Sunday against the Eagles that he's the front runner for the MVP.
No. Brock Purdy had a good game, but no.
He had a great game, and you know I am not a Brock Purdy fan, but no, sir, he is not the front runner for the MVP.
You can't get MVP off one game.
I mean, no, he had one game. What about the 3 games that they lost so he sucked?
Exactly.
You
and
know?
If you're going to say that, you might well say that about Dak then, because Dak been having monster games. He been on a monster game streak.
But I think the Cowboys will be tested Sunday night.
Yeah, Dak going to get tested now. We really going to see if the Cowboys play Super Bowl potential. We know they playoff potential. If Dak keep playing how he playing or just a little bit close to it, they playoff potential easily.
They got the Eagles Sunday night. Then we're going to talk about more about this Saturday on the podcast, but that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good game. But, man, I got this one stat about LeBron. I don't know if did we talk about this on the podcast Saturday?
Probably about in order for somebody to catch him, they got to play.
Nah, that's different. That's something totally different. I know what you're talking about. We did talk about that on the podcast. Another one, LeBron got more stats than the whole Pistons team himself.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Like, he got more points, assists, steals, and rebounds than every player on the Pistons team average or something like that.
It's right here. Yeah, LeBron total, like out of his whole career, got 47,126 points. The whole Detroit Pistons team combined had 42,383 points. Mm-hmm. He beat them by almost 5,000 points
by himself.
Rebound, they got more rebounds than him, but it's only by they got 14,725. LeBron got 13,352
by himself.
Exactly. But the Pistons, that's not even a lot though, cause
that's a whole team. Yeah.
Exactly. He got more assists than them by almost. He got 12,557 assists, and the Pistons got 7,909. That's crazy, bro. And blocks, LeBron got 1,356, and the Pistons got 1,174. That's wild, bro. LeBron got more stats than all of them except for rebound.
Higher stats than except for rebound.
Yeah, except for rebound. That is crazy,
Then
bro.
a whole team.
They don't even surprise me. Like, if it's some other teams out there that's like that, too.
Yeah.
But the Pistons, they been so trash for so long. It's like.
You don't even,
But they young, too, though. They got a young team.
Anything else?
Let me see. I'm just really scrolling. You don't got nothing else on basketball? Hey, I saw that Southern beat Mississippi State boys in basketball.
By a point. Last weekend or something like that. I did see that. Yup. That's crazy. Mississippi State. You know.
Mississippi State, man.
Basketball, football. They just being Mississippi State,
Mississippi State, man. But, I think that's about it for this today. But for this episode of Talk Game Tuesday, now one of us talk today. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I just saw this. I see this on Instagram right now.
What?
Top 5 leaders for sacks. You got Khalil Mack at 15.
Okay.
TJ Watt at 14. Danielle Hunter at 13.5. Josh Allen, the black Josh Allen.
Yeah.
13.5. And Miles Garrett at 13.
Okay.
Who ain't on that list? Who are you surprised not on that list?
Let me see. Khalil Mack, TJ Watt.
I'm surprised Chris Jones not on there.
Yeah, but I don't know if Chris Jones has as many sacks as them. But he might be like one behind them at 12 as well, too, though.
Quentin Williams, that boy from Alabama.
Yeah, him. It's a nice, but you gotta look at it too though. If they like, cause it's a difference than stopping a run than getting a sack
I
too.
know that, yeah.
I know you know that, but I'm saying though, like Quinn Williams and Chris Jones, they inside type of guy.
Yeah.
Like most of them players on there DN, like Khalil Mack, he's a DN. Daniel Hunter, DN. Miles Garrett, DN.
And one
Like,
game,
every last one of them on there are DNs.
one game, Khalil Mack had like 6 sacks.
Exactly. So it's different rushing from the inside than outside. Cause me playing linebacker, I noticed that too. Like if I blitz from the inside, it's easier for the lineman to block me rather than me running outside.
Yeah. I think that's about it. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else either. So y'all, man, I guess this what you ain't gonna say your stuff to close it out. This is not Be Different podcast. We don't have a quote. Look,
Until next time, y'all, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. That was another episode of Top Game Tuesday. Make sure to listen and download Top Game Tuesday along with the Be Different podcast on Saturday at 2 o'clock on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast, all at the Be Different podcast.
As always, you can follow us on our social media pages, Instagram @_Be Different Podcast, Twitter @_Be Different Pod. Make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.